Rotax 177s out for the third time this weekend. Not all of the drivers out for the third time, though.
A lot of plans for Jake Humphrey. He's got a well done, Jake, from Deborah Humphrey, 23rd to 10th. So he's
now then, is Deborah his mum or his wife?
I don't know. There's been very much a lack of Zach Bolton fan clubbage today. We had Zach out, and there was a peep from them.
Yeah, Gran is out there. She's watching, and Zach will be out in this next heat, I think. I saw him wandering around without his suit on, but he's not. I'm not sure he is out. Anyway, let's have a look at the full grid then for our next heat of 177s. Lincoln Bailey Arneson will be our pole position driver. Then the first of the Masters will be Rhys Llewellyn. Rhys will start alongside. Second row of the grid is Jake Davis and Tim Darlow, with Scott Clee and the returning Keith Mason, another LRG driver that's making a return to the NKC, and we're glad to see that happen. Keith Mason now on the 122 numbered cart. Cole Edwards is alongside Richard Evans on row 4. We've then got Callum Porter and Zach Fontenue on row 5. Max Williamson and George Walker are on row 6. Alfie Anderson and Matthew Lee are on row 7. Stephen Horner, winner of his previous heat, is on row 8 with Daniel Hammett. Then we've got Ben Hitch and Nicholas Walker. Toby Case and Rob Simpson on row 10. Archie Elliott shares with Oliver Smith on 11. 12 is Will Milner and Steve Thompson. George Willis is on row 13 with Scott Smith. And then we've got Tyler Kelsey sharing row 14 with Will Murdoch, with Thomas Burchard rounding off the 29 cart field on the novice plate. Is Thomas?
There's a mechanic in there, or a father, he's got his shirt on, and it's got Dad written on it. I think it's maybe Freddie Werlock's father, actually, because I saw him with Freddie. But actually, they've not written it down once. So obviously he's used to going, Dad. And so he's gone, that's what I have on the back of my shirt.
How do you think it's Freddie's dad?
Because I saw a kid walking down with Freddie on the back of it. The same design. Is he in the race?
Freddie, no.
It's not, I'm wrong then.
Freddie's a junior.
I'm wrong then. Well, no, people can help other people, can't they?
Well, that is true.
Is there a Max in there?
A Max? Max Williamson?
Yeah, I think it might be. I think it's Max's dad as well, because it was a selection of shirts.
Cake has arrived.
Cake has arrived. You have to make an announcement that the cake turns up.
Catherine Green has delivered cake through the window.
But why is the cake, Joe?
It's who's that spun off? We've got a cart at the back. I think that might have been Will Murdoch being caught out by cold tyres there, just coming out the collecting area. Catherine Green is Rhys Green's dad, and it's Rhys Green's dad. Catherine Green is Rhys Green's mother.
Not his dad, then.
Rhys Green, who will be out later in the juniors, is his dad's birthday. It's his 50th birthday this weekend.
50 years old.
50 years old, Chris.
The little
Happy
youngster.
Birthday,
what a youngster.
We'll mention that again when the appropriate class is out.
See, look, there's all the T-shirts. See, Terry, Max, Dad, Luca.
Right.
Perhaps it isn't then. Perhaps it wasn't. Perhaps it's just some randomly. It's a CRG driver.
It's a CRG team driver. Right, we've got the field being brought around by Lincoln Bailey Arneson and Rhys Llewellyn. Lincoln Bailey Arneson, the pole driver there on the number 75, the yellow and blue and white livery cart. The white nose cone is Rhys Llewellyn. Rhys needing to shed that sticker kit on the nose to get the weight down, no doubt. Here he is. He's with TH Corsa this weekend, of course. Changed teams from the Howarth Racing, as we was with last year. He's now with TH Corsa, and we are good. And there he's gone.
Okay,
number 75, Lincoln Bailey Arneson gets the jump on pretty much everybody, but then he goes
all his momentum
wide.
The second part of Crook there.
Yeah.
3 or 4 well, but he's managed to emerge despite losing a couple of yards. What? Well, it's team. We work together. 90-10 like it has been so far today.
You've been flitting around. Onto the infield section then at Parker, and that gap that he pulled at the start has come back to him as the 3 drivers at the front just pulling away. We've got a lonely driver in 4th. We'll get a confirmation of the numbers and who they are as they come back towards us now at the paddock across the Nouvelle chicane curbing. Great action across that chicane. I do love the look of that. However, it must hurt you going across there. Bailey Arneson leads from Jake Davis, Rhys Llewellyn, Callum Porter, Cole Edwards, Keith Mason Up into 6, Max Williamson, Richard Evans, Zach Fortanu and George Walker rounding off the top 10.
Drew Inkerman's the top 2. And he popped out, thought about changing his mind. Davis in the 74, that's the blue and white kart. Running behind Lincoln Bailey Armstrong. He got a great start and then kind of lost most of it by going wide, or at least getting oversteer moment through Crook into the boot, and they swing round. It's sharp left, right, and now a much heavier brake before you send anything down almost straight. Unfortunately, part of that straight, Joe, is a massive great jolt to your back.
Yeah, massive. You have to use the curb as well there. You might think, why are the drivers charging over that curb when it's, you could break your chassis, you can flip you out and stuff, but you have to clobber the curb at the chicane. You get time. It costs you time if you go around the curbing. So you've got to smash across it and then deal with whatever manifests from that. Lincoln Bailey Arneson in the lead of this race. Jake Davis just sitting there on his tail. I say just sitting there. They're absolutely on the limit of everything here to keep these two karts in those first and second positions. They are bumper to bumper though into the boot. It'll be 3 laps completed this time by, and once again across the chicane. They are pulling a gap, Nick, and I'm kind of thinking Jake Davis is just playing a waiting game. He's happy with the pace. Reese Llewellyn there, still in third.
Llewellyn actually gained on them.
No, this is what I mean. That if they're not going to squabble, because then Reese will catch them. And if anything, Reese looks like he is catching them.
I think we end up with 5 karts at some point.
Yeah,
unless there's a change and Davis gets past. Because I think that Davis may have a little bit more speed, a tiny bit more speed than Lincoln Bailey Armstrong. But there is a change behind, as I think was that Cole that went past Callum there. Yep, Cole Edwards is into 4th now in the very easy identical.
Yeah.
Thank you, Cole. Purple and yellow.
Yeah, easy to spot that very distinctive livery.
You're right, the top 2 is becoming a top 3, isn't it?
Yeah, Reese Llewellyn's coming. So Lincoln Bailey Arneson aware that Jake Davis is behind him, the orange helmet of the leader, and it's just about 40 seconds, half a minute away from the half distance mark, so still plenty of time. And this race really is still forming, and that 2-kart battle for the lead is now about to become 3, as Reese Llewellyn in that white-nosed kart there in 3rd, just beginning to get on terms with the rear bumper of Jake Davis. Nick, I'm not sure if Davis maybe thinks he's got the pace to make a move on Lincoln Bailey Arneson, but he's just waiting his time and doing it at the right point. It's going too early.
Perhaps they are just evenly paced. Got a question here from Joan Young. I don't know the answer to. How come Stephen Mottram isn't racing? Don't know, but he is racing. Oh, how come he is?
Well, the reason he's not racing, this is not one of his heats.
I see.
He is in the 177 class.
He hasn't taken part, okay.
But he is here, and he was in the previous heat.
Right,
so we've got so many drivers that you have to split them into groups. So not every, for instance, Zach Bolton standing in front of us there, not in his suit. He's not in this one as well. So Stephen has just been out as we've got to move. Finally, Jake Davis moves down the inside of Lincoln Bailey Arneson.
And he's lost second place as well. Bailey Arneson was the 3rd there as Reese Llewellyn very opportunistically went up to follow Lincoln Bailey Arneson. So not a great move there. As Davis now leads from Llewellyn. Arneson into 3rd. 4th place, Cole Edwards is also coming past him as well.
4-car train now, isn't it? About to become a 6-car train. 3 minutes.
It's a good question from Joanne, because why is so-and-so not racing? The reason being, we have a second ever highest entry for this event at 226 races, which means we have... Racers?
You said races.
Racers?
26 races.
Is it races?
Racers. It sounded like you said races, which means we've got 226 heats and finals.
Oh, racers. No,
see what I mean?
That's fair enough. I'm glad that we've had that conversation. Luckily, there's no change of position. And we've got 226 races. It's the second biggest number ever, down by 1 on the overall record of 227. Okay, competitors, people in karts, racing around. Anyway, which does mean that there are many areas where you need multiple heats. For example, in the junior and the senior, you have 7 heats, and no one's doing more than 3 of those. So you're actually not in more races than you're in the qualifying.
That 6-car battle has manifested for the lead of this race. Jake Davis leads by just under half a second. There's Reese Llewellyn in the white-nosed kart, but then 3rd, 4th, 5th and 6th there, not that far behind, and that is Cole Edwards, Richard Evans, Callum Porter and George Walker
We've got Bailey Arneson in third, ahead of those ones. If you want to kind of position yourself with the Carters against the timing bar, luckily we have the very brightly coloured Cole Edwards there with the purple and the yellow.
Yeah, he's in
who's
fourth.
Just about to move into third. What happened there? Some huge amount of smoke there.
Yeah, he moves into third as well at the boot. So the yellow and are we saying pink or purple?
Purple, I think. I mean, I don't know what colour it is when it comes past. It is that metallic. It's metallic pinky
cerise.
purple. Oh, for say, look at you and your colour charts.
Yeah,
Mr. Dulux there.
We have this discussion every time. Yeah, we're at the round 4 of the NKC, the National Kart Cup. As Cole Edwards moves up into third and chases off after Rhys Llewellyn and breaks away from the carts behind him. Lincoln Bailey Arneson now down to fourth. Richard Evans is fifth. Callum Porter sixth. George Walker seventh. Ben Hitch, Archie Elliott, Toby Case is the driver that rounds off the top 10. Keith Mason just dropping down to 11th and outside of that top 10. And there's Cole Edwards chasing after Rhys Llewellyn. Now then, these two drivers know each other well. They were with Haworth Racing throughout 2023. And here they are about to get the grips on track. Jake Davis in the blue and white cart there in the lead. He seems very comfortable, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Very comfortable just to continue. And then who's that behind Cole Edwards? Who seems to be catching Cole Edwards? It's the number 7, Richard Evans. Now Richard looks like, Nick, he's going to run out of time actually.
Got a bit of pace about him though.
He has, yeah, he has.
They're not going to get on the lap, are they? So they're going to get the last lap board, I would think. Yeah, 10 seconds ago, they're going to get the last lap board. They come round here. Davis, who since he's been in the lead, looked particularly strong, actually. I mean, I know less than a second doesn't sound particularly strong, but in this particular class, he's away, and he will just get that last lap board now. Behind him, Llewellyn took his chance to get through into second place. He's done particularly well. He's with 11 o'clock shuffle there.
Yeah, as well, that, isn't it? Into Christmas Corner then for the final time. Will these 4 carts come together? Will there be a change in that 1, 2, 3 and 4? If anything's going to happen, it's this one here for third, with Richard Evans looking very, very racy indeed. If Cole Edwards had mirrors, his mirrors would be full of that number 7. Their carts haven't got mirrors though, unlike race cars, so Cole Edwards
doesn't know.
aware of his periphery sort of thing. And Cole Edwards has brought it away from Richard Evans to the latter bit of this lap. And if anything was going to happen, it looks like Rhys Llewellyn was under pressure, but it's going to finish the way it started this last lap, with Jake Davis taking the win, Rhys Llewellyn second, Cole Edwards is in third. Richard Evans fourth, Lincoln Bailey Arneson ends up fifth, Callum Porter sixth, Ben Hitch seventh, George Walker eighth, ninth was Archie Elliott, Toby Case was 10th, Keith Mason finished just outside the top 11th with Will Murdoch, his teammate, behind him in 12th. And then the rest of the finishers there on the timing bar on the side of your screen. It will be Junior Rotax out next, Nick.
It's just
for
non-stop, isn't it?
It is non-stop heats. It's the 5th time we've seen the Rotax out. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Another 11 heats to go before we break for lunch.
Okay, so how many we actually managed to get through then so far? 7?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
No, that's not bad.
Sorry, 7.
7, that is bad then.
Yeah. 7 heats so far, 11 to go. And the lunch break will be the point where we will play out our paddock show. I have a wander about the paddock and get some insight, have a chat to some of our drivers. Not all of them. That would take a week.
Wait, why don't you just walk up to people randomly, just ask them what their card number is, and then just walk off again? It's an idea.
Yeah.
And then do that for ages.
Do you think it'll take on?
Just do it for ages, just on a stream of consciousness.
All right.
And then find out there's no one there because it's a Friday.
Yeah.
It's an idea.
Yeah, that's
an
something.
idea.
No, we'll never do that.
That's a stupid idea.
No, we will never ever do that.
I feel sorry about that.
Do you know why?
No?
Because Karting Live TV is professional.
That's. I better find myself. I better find myself then.
We try, Nick. We try. What was I going to tell you? That was where I was going to
tell you.
So after the lunch break, we then go into our finals. We've got so many competitors in junior and senior Rotax that we've had to split them into a C, B, and A final.
Yes, this whole C, B, and A final bump up thing makes me happy because that's my wheelhouse. That's RC racing. I know about the RC racing, the bump ups and everything else.
Well, a C final is, I've got to say, a bit of a consolation race, because you'll start the C final, you might even get another final. The C final is 6 minutes and 1 lap. The B finals are 8 minutes and 1 lap, and then the finals are 12 minutes and 1 lap. At the moment, we start taking time off them if we have too many delays. But so far, so good. We had that red flag at the start of the proceedings this morning.
Delay here for some reason. Not sure why we got
a bit of a delay
I think
here.
it was a rescue mission.
All right, okay. Well, we're off now with Junior Road.